What's up, people? It's Mister Nym, and I rate things from godlike to god-awful. Today, we're going to be talking about something near and dear to my heart, the GTA clone. Grand Theft Auto is a massively influential force in the gaming industry, and it has been since its inception. Naturally, this results in many copies and clones. But unlike many games, the copies and clones of Grand Theft Auto happen to be very, very good, if not amazing. Some of these games can be even more enjoyable than Grand Theft Auto games. Most of these games are more enjoyable than Grand Theft Auto 4, so I decided to put my love for these games in a little top 5 list. Which of these games are the best? Which nailed the most? Well, we're about to find out, because I'm going to rank them the top 5 best GTA clones. A few quick rules. One game per franchise, as usual, because then this list would get crowded with several. If I wanted to do more than one game per franchise, it would probably end up being a top 10. 2, this is my opinion, so please just keep that in mind when you're commenting. Finally, this is only games that I've played, so no Simpsons Hit and Run, sorry, I never played that, except for like once as a kid, like at a friend's house, and no Just Cause 3, because I haven't played it. I don't have the money to get it. With that said, I do want to get honorable mentions out of the way. First, we have Red Dead Redemption, which, it's a great game. I enjoy the gameplay, but I feel like the story doesn't fit as much, and neither does the actual mechanics. Same thing with LA Noire. LA Noire is closer because of the actual stealing of cars, but at the same time, there's really not much Grand Theft Auto going on, nor is there any, like, fun story like there is in GTA, which is a big factor. Finally, I have to take Saints Row 4 off the list because it transcended being a GTA clone in Saints Row 4. Saints Row 4 is my favorite of the Saints Row genre, of the Saints Row franchise, I should say. Saints Row genre. They're an entire genre now. Put them up on Steam. The Saints Row franchise, I started with 3, so I went into 4 with the background of 3. I still haven't played 1 or 2, so I'm not used to the serious Saints Row, or even the mildly funny Saints Row. I'm used to the balls to the wall, ridiculous. So yeah, I would have put Saints Row 4 on here, but it doesn't fit because it's not a GTA clone. So now, let's go on to number 5!
Like I said, Just Cause 3 is something I haven't played, but I have played a lot of Just Cause 2, and whoo boy, I love that game. It's flawed, yes, it has its problems, that's why it's so low on the list, but as a game where you're allowed to just fuck around for hours and get points for it, it's a freaking masterpiece. The creative theft of cars by grappling hook, as well as creative combat that uses the grappling hook, as well as the creative combat that uses both the grappling hook and the amazing dual wield mechanic, both add to its astounding appeal. Plus, come on, blowing up tons of shit is fucking fun as hell. It does have a couple of flaws that put it at the top of the list. The first of these is the size of the island of Panau. While you usually want a bigger playground in these games, you don't want it to get too big, or else it gets unsustainable, and you have plenty of gaps where there could be fun action. There's lots of nothing in Just Cause 2, mainly because it's so freaking big. It seriously took me 7 full minutes to get nearly all the way across the map by speedboat in what is the fastest boat and the fastest route available to my knowledge. I did have one crash, but at best that would have set the time back 30 seconds, still leaving 6.5 minutes of emptiness. And that's not accounting for the main part of the island that I missed. The other big problem is the lack of compelling story. The story isn't something that makes you want to play more of it, nor does it even make you care. While the sandbox is fun enough, you should be able to enjoy the story just as much in a good GTA clone. Luckily, on this list, that makes Just Cause 2 an outlier. just like this next, very unconventional add-on to the list.
To number 4!
Bully Scholarship Edition was one of the games of my childhood. Does that say something about me? Actually, not so much. I was always on the receiving end of the bullying. So I hope that comforts you, because it makes every day worse for me. But anyway, Bully is probably the most outlandish on this list, and you could argue that it might fit into the same issues I had with putting Red Dead and L.A. Noire on the list. And you know what I'd tell you? You're wrong, because Bully has a one-up on those games in this case. Bully's fucking funny.
You do me a favor, and I'll show you some real moves. Classified moves. Real special army stuff.
Cool.
Just get me a part for my radio and I'll show you what the army taught me.
What, like how to get shot by your own side?
Exactly.
The comedy of this game is a huge factor of what makes this a GTA clone, and the fact that it's set in the GTA universe only helps its status. Sure, you don't steal and drive cars in this game, but you do get vehicles, none of which I could show you because I didn't have enough time to record it. But you can steal bikes and skateboards, and you get a go-kart. You don't fire guns, but you have schoolyard weapons like a slingshot. And not to mention, the hand-to-hand is improved over any GTA game, and reminds me of another game on this list, but I'm keeping a secret. Hush yourselves, we'll get to it soon. Whether on the Wii or the PC, this game is always fun and always a blast.
To number 3!
Remember how I said Saints Row 4 didn't fit as a GTA clone? Well, Saints Row the Third absolutely does. Saints Row the Third is actually where I came into the franchise, which is why I love it so goddamn much. It's so crazy, so over the top, and so freaking fun to play. The amount of customization, the amount of awesome action, the amount of reckless chaos you can cause with ridiculous weaponry is just absolutely amazing. I mean, look at this. You can wear a bowler hat and a pair of circular red sunglasses, fire chum at a random person, and have a shark pop out of the freaking ground and eat them. You can control their minds with anime octopi. The only part of the game that puts it in the middle is how easily you can die in the game. You can get killed very easily if you try to cause too much chaos, and if you don't have a good escape route, you're often fucked. But it doesn't make stealing cars like this less fun, nor less fucking awesome, and that's really all that matters.
To number 2!
Mafia motherfucking 2. This game pulls me in so much to the point of, after recording this game for nearly 3 hours, it was the only one I went back to replay. I needed more of it in my life. The story is so captivating, the graphics hold up like nobody's business, and the aesthetic is so beautiful. I could play the game over and over, knowing the ending and not caring. In fact, I knew the ending when I first played it. I didn't give a flying fuck. It didn't make the story any less intriguing or the gameplay any less fun. In fact, I'd honestly put this game over most, if not all, GTA games in its quality. Yeah, I said it! There's so much that this game does better than GTA. The story, the hand-to-hand combat, the realism, nearly everything. So what's the catch? Why is it a 2 instead of 1? Well, for one, it has a major flaw. The story, uncharacteristically, is too engaging. The world is pretty bland aside from the random chaos and the robbery, which often ends like this. The engagement of the story makes it so easy to forget those things exist. It makes it harder to get into the rest of the game, makes it harder to want to do anything outside of the story. Thus, it couldn't go to 1. but what could?
To number 1!
Yeah, Sleeping Dogs. It's one of my favorite games of all time. It does nearly everything Mafia 2 did, does it better, and adds so much to it that I don't know if I can mention everything it does. Let's break it down. Very rare but amazing gunplay segments that leave you wanting more, causing you to actually try for them. Check. A very responsive driving system with several different environments to drive in. Check. Rich environments with plenty of things to do and plenty of people to fight. Check. Creative ways of stealing cars, including literally jumping off and hijacking other people's cars. Check. And finally, the most amazing combat system known to man that provides a decent challenge while still making you feel like a total badass and keeping you interested in finding collectibles so you can continue advancing through the rungs and can become the ultimate fighter. But even then, you can still fuck up and lose. Checkity fucking shit! This game is damn near a masterpiece. It's a work of art. It's a beautiful thing to behold. I didn't even talk about the story full of intrigue and badassery. It feels like what you would get if a kung fu movie and a mob movie fucked on a police drama's desk and had a baby on said desk. I was really graphic, I'm sorry. But that's the kind of thing we're dealing with. This game is damn near perfect and is almost my favorite game of all time. So naturally, it earns the number 1 spot on this list because it is the best GTA clone available today. Hey everybody, thanks so much for watching. Please leave a like on this video if you enjoyed it, and subscribe if you're not already, if you enjoy my content, and if you want to see more content like this. And check out the video that's listed right there. I'm not sure what video it'll be yet, but it'll be some video. So, until I see you again, see ya!